So that's how, if you want to make an orb, you can make an orb if AI is everywhere. And that sucks. It's just Google with another face. I mean, look at this. As you click on this, Ooh, but this is different. This is more than just software. If you're like me, then you may have ventured outside once a year to touch grass. Whether it be up a mountain or in a forest, you'll find that the signal just isn't strong enough to get an internet connection. What if I need to look up how to deal with a witch, or if the mushrooms I just ate are poisonous? Maybe my phone's older than the moon and powered by vape batteries. And that's when it hit me. Text. If we have the ability to text, then we have the ability to text some device running AI. That AI then scours the internet for the answer, and then texts the answer directly back to you. And this is great because texts are essentially free, and data is relatively expensive. Plus, you don't need a strong signal to send a text.
Please hold. Lennox is building.
I'd like you to meet Tether, a relatively simple build made of an ESP32, a SIM module, and a power decoy, enclosed in a simple but sleek box. And it's powered right off the wall via USB-C. Zero battery drama. I am learning from my past mistakes. The ESP32 talks to the cellular module over serial AT commands. It receives texts, forwards them to OpenAI over Wi-Fi, that gets a response and sends it back as an SMS. Anyway, let's test it. Alright, then we go with, maybe what's the capital of Denmark? Okay, cool, that's actually really good. The geography passes. Let's say translate, good morning in Spanish. Okay, I actually don't know it, so we'll just assume yes. I couldn't be more wrong. Because it's a non-ASCII character, this doesn't equal this, so I had to apply this to fix it. Let's try something a bit more obscure. SMS has a character limit of 160. I was going over this. Do I have Riz? I knew it. So, there you have it, an overcomplicated way of looking up Google results when you're out in the wilderness just to prove someone wrong, I suppose. I'm quite surprised at how simple that was. If I was to do it again, maybe I'd add in some element of chaos. Speaking of chaos, I'm absolutely blown away that 600 of you wanted to watch me build a chaos orb. It was shared on Instructables, on Twitter, and best of all, you made it your own. So thank you very much, you 27. Because of you, I plan on making more projects and seeing just how far I can take things. So, how far can I take this? The first place that we can improve it is actually through memory. At the moment, when you send away your message, it goes through, comes back, and then that's essentially wiped. It has no knowledge of who you are or what you've talked about prior. If we store a history that lasts for 5 minutes, then we can pass that through and get accurate responses that are valid to our conversations that we have. Okay, we have the history there, so let's give it a test, shall we? We'll just apply that, which my name is Lennox. Great. What's my name? You're damned right it is. While you are asking about whether or not you've eaten poisonous mushrooms, your grandfather can ask about fixing his VCR player, and your sister can ask why you suck. All at the same time. Okay, I think I've actually finished that one, and we've got 2 phones here. So on one phone I said, my name is Miss Piggy, and it's got a typical reply. Let's send it, what is my name, just to test that memory. On the other side we've got, my name is Kermit, nice to meet you Kermit. We'll send the same thing. What is my name? And on this one it says, your name is Miss Piggy, how can I assist you today? And on this one it says, your name is Kermit, how can I assist you today? It's actually because I love. We could probably also expand this out the other way, so Tether actively reacts to past conversations or maybe even messages you. We could actually also give that emotion. So now we have multiple people talking to Tether, our bot. It's maintaining the history of each person for 5 minutes to do a session. It's storing how it feels at the moment about this person, so in this case, annoyed. And then using prompts, we can give it sort of a personality or a profile to take up, whether it be a useful assistant, a useful ass, or a friend. For example, essentially at this stage, you could be building a friend. You could be building a friend. Hey! So the mood update is completed. Now it's got the ability to text me and also get annoyed. Just a bit more like a person, as well as giving it a bit more autonomy. So we'll start it off with, hey Tether, ready to start the day, and we'll see how that goes. Ooh! Ooh! Why would it say that? This is a take 2 of the mood one. Just trying it again. Hopefully this time it doesn't say anything too cringe or confess that it's in love with me. And we'll start with, how are you? Did I just get ignored by my bot? Anyway, that was just a fun little exercise in how far we could take it. I've actually repurposed the bot, so if you're a subscriber and you go to a video and leave a comment, it'll send me a text with what you said. Alright, I'll see you later.